Hey, what's up, guys? One last video. I wanted to do one a little bit more recent as far as dates are concerned, because some people will say, oh, why don't you go back to the 1700s and check the prices there? I know how some people are. The reason I picked the 1930s was because in 1933, we were basically taken off the gold standard at that point, so I wanted to have it before that happened. So let's take it more currently. Let's go to the early 1960s, right when it was at the end of the silver in coins, and still show you that silver or gold in the physical form would be worth more than the $10,000 of paper currency. Because again, if we go just by the paper value, the $10,000 would only be worth $10,000. But this time it'll show gold is actually a better choice. But either way you pick, gold or silver, you would make a lot more money and have a lot more value from the physical metals than you would if you chose the paper. So let's just assume the early 1960s, from 1960 to approximately 1964, when they primarily took silver out of the coins. Remember, from 1965 to 1970, there was 40% silver in the dollars. So there was still some silver, but let's stick with the early silver when it was 90% silver. Okay, so again, if you have $10,000 in the mattress from the 1960s, you have a value of $10,000 or less, because like I said, as prices rise, you need more of that fiat currency to buy something. So what you could have bought in the 1960s, you could not buy today for the same price. So you're actually lost money if you have the fiat currency. So let's start with silver. The average silver price in the early 1960s was roughly about $1.10 an ounce. I wish that was today. So you would get, when you divide that by $10,000, you would get about approximately 9,091 ounces of silver. If you times that by the current price of silver right now, which is approximately $28.70, you would have a grand total of $260,909. A lot more than $10,000. So let's see the gold. Gold in the 1960s averaged out to about $35 and roughly about $35.15 an ounce. So if you divide that by 10,000, you get 285 ounces approximately. If you times that by the current price of 1580, you have a grand total of $449,502. So it just shows that over time, the prices will be worth more than the paper. So I understand, because paper does have value and you could purchase things and you will make some kinds of profits. But if you look at long-term stability, precious metals will always not only retain their value, but increase over time, especially as they continue to print money like there's no tomorrow. Because when they took the entire world off the gold standard in 1971, every single country has a fiat currency. Basically, the United States of America Corporation had a fiat currency starting around 1933 when they took us off the gold standard, but we still had silver in our coins. So, if you just take it down to one coin, what would you rather have? A brand new shiny quarter that's printed yesterday, or an old, bent, maybe dirty quarter from 1964? Well, guess what? If you pick the new shiny one, it's worth 25 cents at best. What is it going to buy you? If you have a 1964 quarter, regardless of condition, because condition doesn't matter, you have about $4 to $5 worth of silver in that coin. So paper currency, which maintains only the value that it's printed on the dollar at best, or silver and gold, which actually will increase in time. So again, this has to do with long term. Another 5 years from now, we're going to look back at the prices of gold and silver and say, boy, I wish I could have bought it at $28. I wish I could have bought it at $35. So if people want to panic, that's up to them. Numbers don't lie. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments after the beep. Beep. Peace.